Welcome to Mishna. Study Masechet Eruvin Perek He Mishnah Bet. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss allocating a Karpef to a city. Right. So we're going to see two pirushim, two ways to use this Karpef to extend the city. First, Rabbi Meir, notim Karpef la'ir. You could give a Karpef to a city. Right. A Karpef is somewhere that was used as a storage area for wood. And over here, we're saying you could add this. Right. Add this to the city. Now, the Karpef itself is 5,000 square amot, right? If you take the square root of that, it comes out to 70 2/3 approximately, right? We mentioned this earlier, 70 2/3 amma. You could go ahead and have build a little thing over there. You build that little karpef, you give those 70 2/3 amma. And then you measure the 2,000, right? You could do that. Give the 70 2/3 amma, and then you measure the 2,000. Where does Rabbi Meir learn this from? He learns it from the pasuk where mekir ha'ir v'chutza, right? V'chutza, right? You have to measure from the outside of the city. So first, give it a little bit of an outside, give it 70 2/3, and then start to measure the 2,000 amma. Right? Chamim argue on this. Chamim omrim lo amru b'karpef ela keben shtei ayarot. Only time we spoke about a karpef is when you literally have to have a karpef. Right? You're not just taking a measurement, an arbitrary measurement of 70 2/3 amma, and then starting to count 2,000. Rather, you literally have to build something in between two cities. If they both have 70 amot and change, right? 70 approximately 2/3 to both cities. Right? So what does this mean? If you see, firstly, this is Rabbi Meir's opinion, right? You see he has 70 2/3, then you have the yellow line, and then you measure the 2,000 amma afterwards. That's Rabbi Meir's opinion. What do Chachamim say? Chachamim say, look, if you have a city that's, they both have, right? There's 141 1/3 amma in between, right? So there's 70 2/3 for this one, 70 2/3 for the other. So what could you do, right? That's enough. Right, that's enough to you don't have to build a karpef, like I said earlier. That's enough space, right? That's the maximum amount of space you could have to consider this one city. And instead of measuring 2,000 amma after each city, we could consider this as one big city, and we take 2,000 amma around the whole thing, right? We gain a lot from this. Right? Because imagine if you had the city on the east, right? It's 2,000 amma, could have ended in the middle of the next city. Instead, we're giving them 2,000 amma from the adjacent city because they're 141 amot away from each other, so we consider them as one. This is what it means to give a karpef to a city. The only time you give a karpef to a city is not to any city, not every city. Rather, if there's two cities that are close together, that are within 141 0.3 amot, then you could go ahead and make it one city and measure the 2,000 amot from around both of them together.